At this time of year, one of the biggest challenges for many of us is figuring out how to make the holiday season fun with family and friends, decorations, lights, and gifts. When it comes to the things we buy, and we'll have some energy efficient gift suggestions later on, we're used to seeing the words made in China. More and more of those items, though, as well as many of the clean energy technologies we use, could also read mined in China. And that could create some big problems for the U.S. down the road. Chief Correspondent Tyler Souters explores what our dependence on certain types of minerals could mean to our high-tech lifestyles and our energy independence in this Energy Now Spotlight.
Computers, smartphones, military jets, rocket systems, electric cars, wind turbines, energy-efficient light bulbs, MRI machines, flat-screen TVs. None of them can function nearly as well without rare earths, elements that are essential for making some of the strongest, smallest magnets in the world.
So this rock has some rare earths in it.
John Burba is an expert on these minerals.
But scandium, yttrium, lanthanum, cerium, praseodymium, neodymium, promethium is artificial, so nobody has that. Samarium, europium, gadolinium, terbium, dysprosium, holmium, erbium, samarium, ytterbium, and lutetium.
That's 17.
That's it.
The catch being that there's actually a rare earth inside your iPhone.
Yeah, that's what's generating the colors in the screen.
Burba is the chief technical officer of Molycorp, the company that owns the Mountain Pass mine in California, the only active rare earths mine in the United States.
Rare earths are actually quite prevalent in the Earth's crust. You can find them. You could probably go out in your garden and find rare earths if you have a good instrumentation. But it's going to be such low concentrations you can't do anything with it.
But 97% of rare earths on the market are mined and produced in just one place, China.
The biggest danger, if it's a danger, is that China will totally control the production of all devices containing these rare earths.
Jack Lifton is a technology metals consultant. His concern is that China's craving for more rare earth products will produce a rare earths crisis.
China, unless it increases the production of rare earths, will simply consume all of the rare earths it produces.
The Chinese dominated the entire industry.
When John Burba joined Molycorp in 2003, he felt it was critical to revitalize rare earths production in the U.S.
They were very effectively using their control over the rare earth industry to force high-tech manufacturing into China. And I could look and see how fast it was leaving the United States.
And that could impact more than just iPhones.
I believe it absolutely is an issue of national security, just as oil is an issue of national security.
Lisa Murkowski is the ranking Republican on the Senate Energy and Natural Resources Committee. One of her biggest concerns, clean energy technology consumes about 20% of the world's rare earths. There's a thin coating of rare earths in compact fluorescent light bulbs, and there are rare earths in the magnets that help turn hybrid electric vehicle engines, and in the electrical generators that go into wind turbines, what allows them to produce power. One manufacturer says the biggest turbines can use 2 tons of rare earths materials.
When it comes to our renewable energy potential and being energy independent, all of that could really be limited because of our reliance on foreign sources, particularly China.
Molycorp hopes to alleviate some of that reliance, aiming to produce 40,000 tons a year by 2013. Enough rare earths, says CEO Mark Smith, to meet U.S. demand.
We have the supply here.
It's right here in our own backyard.
From the 1960s into the 1980s, Mountain Pass was the world leader in rare earths production, providing minerals that, among other things, gave color to television sets and power the catalytic converters in automobiles. And those rare earths minerals are still in the ground here.
Why haven't we been mining it?
Well, it's been a cost problem, a technology development problem, and it took us time to revamp our business.
Revamp because Mountain Pass closed in 2002. There had been a series of environmental accidents. That, along with the drop in rare earth prices, made it impossible to compete with China.
I mean, back in the early 80s, the premier of China, I think, told us in a roundabout way that they understood just how strategic these minerals were when he said, the Middle East may have oil, but China has rare earths.
So does the U.S., but producing them competitively is a challenge.
In all honesty, Mark, it's hard to believe that you can produce at a lower cost than China can.
Yeah, we can. A facility of this size in China would probably require 3,000 to 4,000 people to operate.
And
we'll have 300 or 400.
What's the difference?
The difference is we use a lot of automation, we use a lot of computers, and we use technology.
Another possible solution? Finding replacements. That's what GE's global research team in New York is working on, searching for rare earth substitutes.
So this is a coil for a magnetizer.
And is this rare earth free?
This is completely rare earth free.
A significant accomplishment for Kiruba Haran's lab, because GE is the biggest wind turbine supplier in the U.S.
So once this is perfected, will this eliminate the need for rare earth industry-wide for wind turbines?
That's right. But word of caution, this is very early stages.
Can those substitutes perform as well as the real thing?
They perform better. Even if rare earth wasn't an issue, if this was available today, we would actually use this.
Haran's research isn't ready for the market yet, and to make a serious dent in America's reliance on foreign rare earth supplies, Jack Lifton says the U.S. will need more than substitutes.
If the United States does not restructure, reshore, so to speak, the rare earth industry at this moment, and we haven't made any significant moves by 2015, we will simply no longer be a nation with any hope of doing so.
And we'll continue to be dependent on yet another foreign source for critical energy supplies.
Trading our reliance on oil for reliance on rare earth minerals is an equally untenable position. And that's where we're going.
Especially if the U.S. wants clean energy and all of our high-tech toys. In Mountain Pass, California, Tyler Suiters, Energy Now.
Toyota, which makes the Prius hybrid, is also looking for rare earth replacements after China briefly halted exports of the minerals to Japan last year. The Japanese car company is working on a new electric motor that doesn't need rare earth minerals. It will be lighter and more energy efficient, too.